Hello guys, welcome back to a new video on the One Student channel where we talk about everything Fortnite Creative related. Today we are going over the volume device and everything it has in store for us. So let's get right into the video. Basically, how this works is when you start the game, it works by entering and exiting the zone. So as you can see right here, our zone is in this white square. As soon as I step into the white square, this barrier that I placed right here enables, and when I step out of it, it disables. Enable and disable. That's basically what the whole device does. It's really simple, so let's get right on into it. So you can find this device in your creative menu in your devices tab right here. You can either search for it up in the top corner, or you can find it in here. It is called the volume device. It just says volume. You can place this volume down just like this. And let's get right on into the settings of it. So the first one here, you're going to want to go over to these 4 lines that have all the settings. The first one here is visible in game. Do you want the device to be visible, on or off? Yes or no. Pretty simple. I'll keep it on for the tutorial of this video. Next one here is selected team. What team would you like it to use it? You can select any team up to team 100. Next one here is invert team selection. This is an invert of the team, so that means, say you pick team 1 here, only team 1 will be able to activate the device, but if you turn on invert team selection, everyone except for team 1 can activate the device. I'm going to keep that off for now. Same down here with the selected class in invert class selection. You can select a class up to 16, and then you can invert that class if you want. So say it's class 1. Only class 1 can use this device, and if you turn on invert class selection, it will do everyone except for class 1 will be able to activate it, just like that. Next one here, you got your volume shape. Do you want it to be a box, cylinder, sphere? And there's different settings for all of these things. So starting off with a box, you have, of course, of a box, you have a width, a depth, and a height. You can set them here just like you would any other device, any barrier. If you come over here to a cylinder, you can have your volume height. And then right here has radius. So a cylinder has a radius, just like a circle has a radius. So you can pick the radius of how big you want your cylinder to be. Over here we have a sphere. It's the same thing, your height and your radius. I'm going to set mine to cylinder, and we're just going to go one by one for now. Next one here is vehicle events enabled, player events enabled, creature life enabled, and guards enabled. All these are just what you would like to have enabled. Like, what would you like to trigger this volume device? So if you want vehicles triggered it, you would keep that on. Say you didn't want players to trigger it, so you keep it off. Creatures you want on, guards you want off. Like, that's all those settings too. Now, almost done here. Moving over to not the functions tab, but the events tab. Right here, on enter, send event to, and on exit, send event to. That's the whole point of this volume device. So you could set this up in many ways. See, there's our cylinder. So if you go over here, you can either get a barrier, which I'll save to my quick bar. You can get a ton of other things that can activate anything with a function channel. You can have an item granter, so if you wanted to grant an item as soon as you walk in. So I'll show you. So here's our barrier. We'll place our barrier. I have a device in the barrier. If you want to watch it, it's in the iCard right here. But we're going to set these to what I would like for this. And then in the barrier settings, we're going to do enable and disable right here. We're going to add our volume device and on enter. So now when we enter our volume, the barrier will enable. And if we come to disable, add, we can also put the volume, and we could do on exit. So when you exit, the barrier will disable. The next thing I want to show you is also the item granter. So we've placed an item granter right here, and I'm going to have to grab a weapon or an item from my creative menu. Say I like this shotgun right here. We're going to add this shotgun right into here. Just drop it in. And I believe I do have a video on it. If I do, it'll be linked in the iCard right on the top right of the screen. But let's go into these settings. We can put on grant item when receiving from our volume device on enter. So when we enter, we will be granted this shotgun, and that's about it for this. And if you would like to remove an item, there's also an item remover that you can use when the player exits the zone, so it removes an item. Just pretty much everything you can do. It's just entering and leaving the zone. That's pretty much the whole device. So let's test it out. So going right here, we have our volume device in the shape of a cylinder. So as soon as I enter this zone, our barrier in the back will enable, and we should be granted a shotgun. Just like that. Barrier's on. We have our weapon. Just like that. And now as soon as I leave the zone, I should keep my weapon because we didn't turn on remove weapon, and the barrier should disable, just like that. So now next time I enter this one more time, the barrier will enable again, and I should get another shotgun, or it'll replace or something. Yep, it replaced it with a new shotgun, so if I take some shots, reload. So now I have 27 ammo, so if I leave, barrier disables. If I enter, I should get a new shotgun, just like that. So it'll give me a new shotgun every time I enter the zone. So that's basically how the volume device works. As soon as you enter or exit, it will enable and disable a device, just like this, as you can see. And there you go. That's basically how this device works. If you enjoyed the video or liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Like, I'm serious. We just hit 4,000 subscribers. We are on the road to 5K, which is insane. So if you would like to support me any further, please use code peeper in the Fortnite item shop. That is code peeper, P-E-E-P-E-R. Thank you for all the people that have been supporting me. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, join the Discord for more help. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I reply to pretty much all my comments as fast as I possibly can. That's it for the video. I hope you did enjoy. And I'll see you in the next one. A sister out.